Bacon, no bacon, no bacon, no bacon,
Bacon, no bacon.
Podcast. Right on.
Derek
Bacon.
Seguin, what's going on, buddy?
Not much, Abdul, but how are you today, my friend?
I'm good, man. I'm all right. Just, it's a beautiful day. Winter's coming. We had a couple snowflakes this morning. Did you see a couple snowflakes out there?
I was so depressed. I was trying to Instagram it. My Instagram's not working. I can't shoot video on my Instagram. I keep trying to do video, talk to my phone for like 40 seconds, and then let go of the video. But usually you have to hold the video to do video on Instagram. And I let go of the button and it just went click. Like I took a fucking talk for nothing for 40 seconds and then took a photograph of myself going,
So you didn't push the button down? Are you dead inside? You've got no
I
spirit
did.
or soul? Your phone can't?
Is that how it works? The sensor on an iPhone screen, it's all soul related?
Yeah, it senses whether or not you've got a spirit inside of you. Is this guy alive or not?
Oh, man. I feel like I haven't asked you about your wife and parents. How is everybody?
Everybody is good, man. So far, so good. Yeah, we're doing good, man. We're just trying
working?
to. No, she's not really. She's actually been designing a few things for us. We've got a new background, which you'll see. You'll see. People are looking at it right now. We've got a new background logo. Yeah.
Sweet.
We've got a mascot. We've got a little pig. I should have sent you a picture so you could see it. We've got a little bacon, no bacon pig. Who looks drunk? The
pig should be wearing a T-shirt that said "Cows are delicious."
That's good. Yeah, maybe we'll make a little fucking thing with him with a little sign that says "Cows are delicious." That's funny.
or a T-shirt that says like "You are what you eat, and I eat nothing but shit."
The poor pig, our buddy. No, he looks great. He's funny.
He wants to turn people off eating bacon, though, right?
Yeah, he doesn't want you to eat him. He's a Muslim
or
pig.
Could be like the T-shirt that says, "Have you heard about Islam or Judaism?"
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's actually really good.
A pig walking around with like a Quran or a Torah all the time. Like,
Yeah.
just trying to spread the good word.
Yeah. That's great, man. That's good. So just trying to.
It might help
she's been
friggin' explain to people why the podcast is called Bacon No Bacon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's so many rooms for jokes, man. We're gonna have some merch. We'll throw some merch, man. We'll do some things with it.
And then the Jesus pig represents me, the stupid Jesus pig, going like, "Man, Jesus is the man. Christianity all the way." He just gets choked out.
He's just like a hillbilly Trump supporter who doesn't realize it's actually killing him, but he's like, "You should eat bacon," even though it's killing you. They're gonna kill you, Jesus pig. Don't tell them to eat bacon. He keeps trying to convince people bacon's delicious.
The story of the three little pigs.
Mm-hmm.
The three little pigs. The one that's lazy and builds the straw house. He's the Christian pig. The one that builds it out of wood. He's the Jewish pig, because we know a lot of Jews don't eat kosher. Like they'll accept bacon bits. And then the brick pig, the pig that builds its house out of brick, is the Muslim pig.
What is the significance of that, of the brick Muslim pig?
You don't know the story of the three little pigs?
Yeah, I know, but why? He just builds a better house? I don't get it.
Yeah, because nobody can eat them. That's the thing. The first two pigs get eaten. The first two pigs get eaten. The big bad wolf have to work a little bit harder to get at the stick guy, the Jewish pig. But the Islamic pig, he is safe behind the bricks.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good...
the brick wall of the Quran.
We've got another... We've got another caricature that we can make now.
That's right. We're turning this podcast into a heavily religious podcast.
Cartoon.
We're going to delve deep into the teachings of all the major religions, starting with the story of the three little pigs. Turn to page...
the most religious of them all.
Turn to page 242 of your hymnals, and let's sing the Three Little Pigs song.
Oh, man. That's great. Dude, you were in Winnipeg?
I was.
Yeah, how was that, man? What was it like getting on a...
wonderful in Winnipeg.
Yeah. Well, tell us more.
Listen, I love going to Winnipeg, but this festival was weird
Really, eh?
Just because of the COVID, right?
Because of COVID.
First of all, like I had a night off, so I reached out to my friend Tyler that run the Rumors Comedy Club out there in Winnipeg.
Okay.
I said, hey, I've got the night off. I was thinking of coming by, say hi, and whatever, have a beer. He's like, no, dude, I can't let you in here. You're from Quebec. And I'm like, what? Like, yeah. So, and the festival gave me this form, whatever, that if anybody asked me why I'm in Winnipeg, that I have authorization for television production to be in the province.
Right.
Basically, everybody east of Manitoba is persona non grata in Manitoba.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
You're not welcome.
Latin?
Like, you're not. They don't want you there. Kind of like New Brunswick. They don't want you. If you go there, you're supposed to quarantine for 14 days.
Yeah. I just heard that yesterday. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know there was an interprovincial quarantine happening.
Yeah.
What about Quebec and Ontario? I think they're the only ones that don't have it. I heard something about it.
No, because we're the worst. We're like, bring some healthy people here. Fuck, we're dying over here. We need to boost our statistics.
We're accepting all sick fucking people. That's funny.
That's right. Quebec's going to become just like a leper colony of fucking...
We're actually in a
Send
race.
us your wretched COVID fucks.
I thought about it. I was like, I think we're in a race. We're actually we're always competing against Ontario, and I feel like this is another thing that we're trying to beat Ontario. We'll get more COVID numbers than you.
We're crushing
Montreal's better than Toronto.
Deaths for sure. We're crushing them.
Yeah,
Canada have 10,000, and Quebec have over 6,000 by ourselves. So
Quebec numbers are crazy. Definitely way up there, man. It's definitely getting a little wild. But I didn't know that other provinces are like not letting other Canadians in. Just
like in
keep
New
rolling,
Brunswick
buddy.
and Newfoundland, they fucking check. If you go, they check your quarantine.
Wow. So
that's why I've had to postpone 3 times. I'm supposed to do St. John, the club in St. John, and
I was even thinking, man. I'm like, Atlantic Canada would be a nice place to move. It seems like they're still working and able to get around, and there's companies there. You can do corporates constantly and shake and move while you're out there instead of sitting around in Quebec and fucking rotting away. We can't do anything. Yeah. Locked up again for another 28 days.
Yeah.
Why
did they choose 28 days? Like a menstrual cycle, and it's a horror movie.
It's a
horror movie. Horror movie about a fucking
I think
zombie
it's a solid
disease.
4 weeks. That's why. It's a solid 4 weeks.
Jeez.
So they're trying to get people. I don't know what the reasoning behind it, but it definitely is not looking good. Like they tried to. We knew. Fuck, the first few weeks we're like, yeah, this is gonna keep going. It's not going to stop. And then they keep saying, like, the Christmas, they keep giving us hope. It's like, just fucking crush people's dreams already.
Yeah.
Make me happy. You know what? Give me the opportunity. Let me stand there and just make everybody disappointed. Give me the opportunity to stand there and be like, listen, folks, it's time to fucking wake up. This shit ain't going away. Stop. We're giving you these little baby numbers like you think you're going to get out of it. You're not. Just forfeit your lifestyle, and we'll just move on to being fucking a new world.
Yeah, I'm impressed with how you've done that. Just forfeit your lifestyle. Let's do nothing.
Dude, you can't. What do you want to do? I can't. Like, I'm looking at it realistically. I think, but I've also been cursed with this brain because I like overthink things. Like, I constantly am like thinking of like how the outcome is really going to look. I feel like I got it from watching the news a lot. And you see the news and you're like, I could see it playing out. And then weeks go by and then they go, and then this happened. And I go, of course that happened. How did you not piece that together before? You could see it coming. So I feel like I've also been cursed with that because now I'm always like, not negative, but I'm kind of negative. You know that. I was like, fuck, you always looking
negative.
At
That's a very optimistic way. Ironically, that's an optimistic way to describe yourself.
Hey, man, I'm trying to be more optimistic. I'm going to get out of this little negative rut in 28 days, maybe. Who knows? But, I guess you have no choice. I was close to fucking going to the woods and just living there for the winter, man.
Sometimes I think about it. I had a real estate agent call me this morning, like, are you thinking of selling your house?
Dude, is that crazy?
I just didn't want to get into it with her. And she's like, take advantage of the good market right now. And I'm like, yeah, but it's good now. It could be better in 2 years. Maybe I'll just wait and make another $100,000. Who knows?
Dude, my parents got a call, too, for their place. Is it fucking nuts that like real estate agents are dying to get I went for a bike ride the other day, man. The houses are all fucking sold. Everywhere here, it's got a Von Zoo sign everywhere, man. They're all selling. Yeah. And it's ridiculous. I watched this thing.
For top dollar, too.
Yeah, I wonder what's happening, man. It's scary. I don't know. I mean, is it going to last? Is it not? Is this just like an influx of foreign buyers? Is this actually like Canadians that are going, I want to move to the suburbs? Or is this like, are we getting fucking bought out by the super rich from every other country in the world?
I believe that is a huge contributing factor. So take the regular migration of Canadians of any country.
Yeah.
With a decent economy, and then add the emigration to Canada by the rich and investment influx.
Yeah, that's what I fucking hate. Look, I love that Canada is such an easy country to immigrate to. If you got a problem, you're a refugee, your living situation sucks, you're looking for a better life. But I feel like this it is proven, this real estate boom that's going on is the ultra rich from other countries, from foreign countries that are coming here and buying up and driving up our market. And now we can't even fucking afford to live. Dude, they showed downtown Montreal, man. There's tents everywhere. When the fuck did this happen?
Yeah.
Like
Vancouver, it's way too late. Toronto is basically too late.
Forget it. And that's why I'm pissed, man, because it's time to put the foot down. And especially Montreal is about to get nailed and nobody is doing anything. We're just letting it happen. It's like, no.
What do you do, though? Well, how do you stop it?
Governments need to stop it. Stop taking money from these ultra rich people to run your campaigns and fucking put your foot down. Stop taking the money, man. Just let Canadians live, man.
They have where Vancouver and Toronto happened. Toronto and Vancouver, it happened before anywhere else. And they put small laws in place, but people find a way around it.
Okay, you want to hear this crazy thing that I fucking watched yesterday, man? I'll put the link down in the comments. And there was I watched this thing on YouTube. It was a Radio Canada journalist. They did this thing a year ago. Apparently, ultra rich from China, Hong Kong specifically, they're going to Hong Kong to get these, they call them, what was it called? Golden visas or something like that. It's for the ultra rich, man. So they come, Quebec has a loophole. So they've been coming in through Quebec this whole time. Vancouver real estate has been going crazy, but they've been coming in through Quebec because nowhere else in Canada offered this at the time. I mean, I know PEI did it at one point, but now Quebec had this going. I think it's over. I can't remember if it ended now, but up until like 2018 or 2019, they had a loophole where you can apply, you give the government a loan of $1.2 million, the Quebec government. You give them a loan for $1.2 million for 5 years, interest-free, okay? And they give you in return Canadian citizenship. They give you a visa. They give you a permanent residence. Permanent residence, not citizenship. Permanent residence, I think it was. Yeah, dude, they're giving it away for $1.2 million. So now what you're and then they investigated
a loan of $1.2 million.
Yeah, dude, so what they were doing is they did an investigation. They went to Hong Kong and they talked to these immigration lawyers, and all of them were fucking just scamming. They're like, "Yeah, don't worry, you don't need to actually live in Quebec. You can just buy real estate anywhere. You don't even have to live there. We can just get an address for 3 months just so that you can get your card in the mail, and then after you could do whatever you want." So They even showed some of them were flying right into Vancouver. They weren't even fucking flying into Quebec for 3 months. They were flying straight to Vancouver buying real estate.
Wow.
So, dude, we're fucking letting the ultra rich make us not be able to afford to live in our own country. I hate this shit because nobody talks about it. We all hide it because we go, well, I don't want to be branded as, now it's racist if you say. No, It's not. Because it's not refugees. It's not people that are in danger. It's not that I have no problem with.
They're not stealing the jobs at Burger King. They're opening Burger Kings.
Yeah, but they're fucking right. They're opening companies and they're using the loopholes and they're getting their tax breaks and they're fucking going all around everything. It's the rich, man. It's the ultra rich. It's not.
But you say they're not talking about it. They like in Vancouver. That's everybody. They talk about that more than the weather. But like you say, it's too late there, right? It's already
it's far gone. Vancouver is people. You can't bring it. You can't get it back. But Montreal is like right on that fucking cusp of like, dude, we're either too far or we're like right there.
Yeah.
And somebody's got to do something. We got to stop that. We got to stop that like the rich drive from foreign countries driving up our real estate that we can no longer afford. Man, I talked to someone in Vancouver, a producer, I don't want to name names, but he was like, man, he was so devastated when I talked to him about Vancouver, and this was like a few years ago, and he goes, I'm just disappointed that my own kids won't be able to live in the city that they grew up in. They won't be able to afford to live in the city they grew up in. So we're being driven out of our own fucking major cities and our own places because we're letting rich people come here and throw their money around at our politicians, and nobody's doing anything. Like, fuck Trump, fuck looking at the U.S.
Yeah.
It's time Canadians look at their own goddamn country and fucking change this shit, man.
But we evolve. Like, there's people in my generation that some of them are moving out to the country. So moving a little further out, especially in our line of work, it's easier for us, I guess, to adapt because we don't need to be anywhere. But like my friend Erica just bought on Vancouver Island. My friend Toby moved out there a couple of years ago. Gorgeous properties that are still affordable. But it's just more of a commute if you need to go to
But
Vancouver
that's it. We're getting driven further out so that we can afford it.
Yeah.
It's not right. Like, I remember going to Vancouver in 2013, and it was my first time there, and I was blown away, dude, at how beautiful it was. I've never been. I was like, fuck, this is like the nicest city I've ever seen, man. It's like your country and city at the exact same time. You're just looking at the mountains.
Yeah.
And
Some spots, but I was just there a few weeks ago, and it wasn't as pretty as I remembered. Like,
really, eh?
You have to be on the outskirts. Even then, like the road from Vancouver to New Westminster, where the club was.
Yeah.
The highway is not pretty. Even though there's ocean there, it's like all developed, and Vancouver Island is spectacularly beautiful, man. It's
imagine.
Beautiful everywhere. Even like Victoria, which is the biggest city. It's an old city, so it's still quaint and nice, and there's no skyscraper, and again, because the real estate market. Look at Toronto. Toronto used to be kind of a nice city.
Yeah.
But the high rises, just building these condo buildings everywhere, just make it like, and then it's mixed in with the old. I find if everything look old, like old Montreal is super pretty because it's all old building.
Yeah.
When it's a mix of old and new, it look fucking like who?
Dude, ugly.
This?
Have you been to Griffintown? Jesus. Dude, it looks like it looks exactly like that. Like you just walked into Toronto.
Yeah, it makes the old stuff look, rather than looking like antique, it look fucking like a dump because it's surrounded by this glass, steel, beautiful, like brand new stuff.
Yeah, man.
Griffintown is looking weird these days, eh?
So gross. Like it's gross. You walk through or drive through and you're like, where the hell am I? Like Montreal never looked like this. Montreal didn't look like a mega mall was just put up, like just fucking cardboard box, cookie cutter fucking buildings, like just the worst. I hate that. And they're doing it here, man. It's disgusting just because the price is going up, and it's people know. A comic told me this. His girlfriend is a real estate agent, told me that now those are that's a big thing too. Like you invest in those condo buildings before they're even built.
Yeah.
Because you'll pay.
And by the day that they're open, by the day they're ready, you've already made like 15% on your investment.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just a question of people they're doing it as like an investment now. It's not even a thing like, oh, I want to go live there. You're just going, well, I'll buy it and then I'll resell it to somebody, and it's just driving the market up. And nothing's getting affordable. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking.
Yeah, you name a topic, you will complain about it.
Hey, buddy. Well, what else is there to fucking talk about, man? What are we going to talk about? I'm just upset at that. I watched that yesterday. Anyways, I'll put the video, the documentary. It's a YouTube thing.
Yeah, that link you sent me too about the some of the mega rich Chinese. I mean, there's no, people would be naive to think that some of the mega rich, not just from China, but from everywhere, often come about their richness nefariously, or not completely legitimately. So to see that the guy you buy a mansion and then you just start running a casino out of your mansion, that's
I'll put the link to that article too in the comments. It's crazy, man. And that's where they're cleaning their money through these mansion casinos.
Then they start cleaning money for other mega rich people of any ethnicity. They're not. That's it. Opportunist
It's just
people
organized
don't-
crime. That's
Yeah.
like way beyond what we're capable. Like, man, when you read that, you're like, whoa, this looks like can our fucking national security even handle this shit? Like, can they?
Yeah, yeah. Didn't they? They said they had this estimate like that they were some days cleaning between like $1 and $1.5 million a day.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is an illegal casino. How are you fucking cleaning money in an illegal casino? I
Yeah.
don't even understand. Like, I'm not an expert money launderer, but to me,
Clearly, we're not.
how you launder money is through
Legal-
putting the money through some kind of legal
Yeah.
channel so that it's become, I don't know. Yeah, it's fucking weird.
I don't know either. Yeah, I have no idea how it's getting cleaned through illegal casinos, but they're setting up casinos in mansions in Toronto and Vancouver, and
Yeah.
they're cleaning money. There's and not only are they cleaning money, they're sex trafficking. They're
Yeah.
they're doing all sort, and it's happening in these casinos. So they're actually, I'm sure that it's like a brothel with a casino, and you do whatever the hell you want in there, man. And it's happening in Canada. I know a lot of people watching are like, "How can I get in?"
Yeah.
You've got to
I'm
be
gonna
really
be
rich.
opening my Publisac this week. I don't know.
Next week we're gonna get back to Derek and his fucking house. Hey man, it was a great idea. I've opened up a bungalow casino. That's hilarious. Open up the bungalow casino in Brossard, man.
Just guys come in, we just throw their money in the dishwasher, and we're good to go. Let's go. We've cleaned your
There
money.
you
Look
go.
at that.
It's clean.
COVID-free money.
Oh man, it's wild, man. Everything it's fucking
I
wild.
still, so I don't, because the market is looking good though. It's like it's a double-edged sword, right? Like I still have the desire to be in the country or to have access to the country, like some waterfront cottagey kind of life.
Yeah.
But I feel if I sell this now, in 5 years, I'm gonna be like, tabarnak, I could have made an extra 180,000 or whatever,
Yeah, no
So
one knows.
I'd like to, I don't know, I think just get mega in debt, have the two properties for a while, and
I don't know, man. I don't know what the best move is right now. I would say personally, if I was in that situation, what I would do, I would sell the house, make the money, buy something smaller, and like something that's like you can just buy out cash with in further out, and then you're fucking debt free, dude.
yeah,
It's
but
about
then
to get
that's
pretty
not gonna
fucking-
gain value as much as this place,
Or
like
get a rental property or something. Maybe you can rent out the house and move somewhere else.
maybe
Rent out the house. That's the thing is it's tough to know the future, because I keep trying to think that way too. Is like, how you going to know is like, either everyone's going to lose their shit, they're all going to fucking be broke and housing prices are going to drop, or the ultra rich are just going to keep the housing market fucking just flying off the shelves. So maybe you're right. Maybe if you hold on to it for another 2 years, it might be even worth more.
I thought of that, the renting of the house, but I checked out that like
Then-
single family home rental
Yeah.
market. The going rate right now would not even cover my mortgage. So
Really?
like I can't charge $4,000 a month to rent my
Yeah.
house.
And then not
And
only
that's
that,
what my mortgage is costing me. So
Jesus, dude, how does that afford? Yeah, but that's because you consolidated it or whatever.
because
to
I
$4,000.
put it
You
on
should
a turbo pay schedule. Yeah.
just fucking
Right
reel
before
that back.
COVID hit.
Yeah.
If I do have to pay penalties and stuff, so I'm just gonna go until I can't anymore, until it don't make
fucking-
sense.
Gosh, and
It'd be
those
nice
banks,
if some of my investment were looking okay, that I could live off of that for a second. But I don't want to touch my RSP. I am getting older. See,
Yeah.
I've got to increase
Dude,
my RSP.
Get a
contribution,
fucking
not
cabin
cash
in the
out.
woods. Get a cabin in the
Yeah.
woods. We'll hunt. We'll fish. We'll harvest your own fucking
I
meat.
should get a real estate agent on it that find me a fixer upper.
Yeah.
Or like a liquidation de succession, like
Yeah.
like a parent die and the kids live out
Yeah,
of
the
province
bank took
and
it
they
over or something.
just sell it for whatever we can get, the cottage or whatever, a place that need a lot of work, and I could do the work. And
Yeah.
so I'll be maxed out debt wise. My debt ratio will be bad because I'll be paying 2 mortgage. But this house I know is increasing in value.
Yeah.
When I do the work that I want to do, I'm going to do the floors on the main floor and the bedroom floor. I'm going to do the bathroom, and I'm going to do the completely gut and redo the kitchen.
Yeah.
Once that's done, I'll be able to fetch top dollar for my house. And then I'll love it so much I probably won't even want to leave. So, and the kids do need, they like the pied-à-terre here where they grew up. You know, like their mother already moved out to the bush. So I don't know. Like you know, holding real estate is never gonna fuck us over. Like I'm never.
Yeah, no.
I certainly will
hopefully.
never lose what I paid for it. I paid $130,000 for this house. That's fucking.
Yeah. No, you definitely won't. I don't think so, dude. I think honestly, I think the way it's going, it's like the ultra rich will keep the real estate market flowing, which
That's
sucks.
right.
And we'll all be poor as shit, no jobs, and can't
apparently
do
the outside stuff, like the cottagey type places, are also gangbusters right now. They're really increasing in value, and
they are, yeah.
You know, waterfront property will be a hot commodity because we're gonna run out eventually as people buy and build, and
yeah.
So yeah, I think maybe I'm gonna just tell a real estate agent, find me something that's a good value. Like I did a little first meeting with one, and she was like, "What's your budget? What's your this?" And I'm like, you know what? I'll go see my bank and see what I could borrow against the house that I have now. And then anything below that, but the major selling point will be on the water, not in a flood zone, but on water or near water anyway, and value. Like somebody that's, you know, either it's run down, that's why you're getting a big discount, or it's somebody just in a rush to sell it. I don't know, man.
Nobody knows. We should get like
I've been talking for years about redoing the kitchen, redoing the bathroom, and fucking it's again the irony of COVID is now that I've got the time to do all this work, I have no money, I have no
money
budget.
coming in.
Yeah.
Dude, it's we should have like an economist or something and like interview somebody that knows like what's going on with the world. Someone should be fucking honest. Somebody would tell us what the hell is up before, instead of like trying to hide. You know, it feels like everyone's trying to hide it. Like even the politicians, the prime minister, everyone's like not trying to tell us what's really fucking going on.
No one really knows, and if they do know, they'll explain it to us. We're not smart enough or knowledgeable enough to even understand what the fuck they're saying. So
that's it. In the end of the day,
it'd be nice if I could just call someone, tell me what to do.
Tell me what to do. Yeah,
these are some of my life goals. Tell me which way to garage myself first.
Well, a friend of mine's mom told me that her financial advisor had told her she sold her house. She sold her house in the suburbs, and within like a week, she sold her house, and she's moving out to the country. And her financial advisor said, this was back in the summer. She says you got 2 to 3 years, 2 to 3 years of a market being hot, and then it's probably going to start to catch up to people, and things are going to fucking go south after that. That's when like the real, you know, people they can't afford it or what's going on.
Right.
So they'll just won't be buying as much, and the market's going to drop. That's what she said. That's what I heard. So I don't know if that's, you know, I'd like to hear it from a few other people that know the business and know things like that, just to really understand it. It would be interesting because it's a crazy
like anything
time.
In the economy, right? Like this, there's influences in an economy that will be never before seen. So it's really hard to predict. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, exactly.
Technology was the first one, right? Who could have predicted that the .com or the tech boom in the 80s and 90s would lead to a real estate fucking fallout? You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to predict those things because they're never before seen in previous economies. So this COVID thing is a never before seen thing.
You're right.
COVID, I mean, there was the Spanish flu 100 years ago, but economy and financial market were completely different 100 years ago. You know what I mean?
We didn't even have the air travel.
To see the long term. You know, the long term. Exactly. Yeah. 100 years ago, you'd go to the barber to get a shave. Who the fuck gets shaved by another man nowadays?
There was no Amazon. There was no online things. Like now it's like anything could take a total different turn. Nobody knows.
The world is changing so fast that it's, you know, again, I'm not an economics expert, but I feel it's impossible for anyone to really know. There's people that have take risk and educated guess, like the Warren Buffetts of the world. Yeah. But I was looking at one of, you know, those live graphs that show you like a timeline. So this one was from 2000 to 2020, showing the richest people in the world, I think.
Okay, I think I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, you see like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, like these guys. Okay, and we're 35 billion, we're 50 billion, we're 79 billion, 70. Oh fucking, and then it's fucking and now I'm only worth 39 billion again. And I mean, these amounts of money. Warren Buffett was never not rich.
Yeah.
But to see over 20 years to have a fluctuation of $40 billion.
Billions, billions.
You know what I mean? That'd be like me and you. Like 1 year, I made 20,000, and then I made 40,000, and I made 180,000, and then I made fucking 1,000, and then
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, first of all, I don't even know how they live with that stress. Imagine living with that stress of having making a move and you lose billions. That was a bad move. I just lost billions of dollars.
It's got to be, it's all relative, right? It's like, for me, all that investment I made in my weed stocks with my kids' fucking college funds, for me to lose, $28,000 is probably similar to Warren Buffett losing, $18 billion.
I don't know, man. I wonder if he's probably got a fucking stash of cash anyways. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
It's probably not all of it is collected and shown in his,
We talked about this the other day, or on the previous podcast. $1 billion. There's not a thing. There's not a thing you can't buy on the planet. Like if you have $1 billion to put down, they just built a brand new football stadium in Los Angeles for the Rams.
Los Angeles, yeah.
$3.8 billion apparently is what they said it was.
Okay.
If you have $1 billion, you could literally, that's a down payment on that. You don't even need mortgage insurance. Then you're opening this business, which those guys sucks. It was just ready this year. Same with the Las Vegas stadium. You put these billion of dollar in, and then all right, let's start fucking counting them. What the fuck? We can't even charge people to get in here now. God damn it. So those,
but they'll find a way, man.
Big.
Dude, they know how to do all these things. I watched. You might know this more than I do, man. There was like the way that they use businesses, like in the States, the way that they use like businesses that have clout behind their name. They used the example of, I think it was Chuck E. Cheese. Like how many times it's gone bankrupt.
Yeah.
But they basically just run the value in it is in its name. Anybody can just buy it, and then you can build that value up again. And then once they hit bankruptcy, they keep getting loans and putting money towards the name, because any bank will give you a loan because you're like Chuck E. Cheese, of course.
Well,
that's a viable
Donald
name.
Donald Trump built his
they bankrupt it. They just keep taking loans, and then they bankrupt the company, and they file for bankruptcy, and then they sell off the name and the business. Yeah. And then the next guy takes it over, and then he does the same thing. Now it's in a new name. Now he just runs up a whole deficit on the company and then files bankruptcy again and then sells it off. It's like, how is that? I don't understand. And then you cross the street without fucking at a red light, like at a proper intersection, and they give you a ticket and you go, you're breaking the fucking law, buddy. But meanwhile, these guys are just scamming money like crazy off of everyone, and nothing happens. Just you're a viable business person. You are a good source of money to the community. You give people jobs.
What does that meaning sound like? Chuck, Cheese, you guys were really doing good there for a second.
We got to sit Chuck and Cheese down and fucking really talk, guys. This business model is not kosher.
And their silent partner, of course, E. You got Chuck and Cheese on the day-to-day, but their silent partner, E.
Just E. E's the mastermind behind it all. He's fucking behind the scenes. He has no idea what's going on. Look at Derek signaling for another coffee. Let's go get another
Jamie's
coffee.
Like, I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
Give me a Keurig one then, I guess. Pardon?
Yeah, it's
yeah.
How's the pup, man? How's the dog doing?
She's huge. She's good.
Yeah?
She spent the night at her grandmother's last night.
Oh.
Reese went to see his mom.
Okay.
So the baby was over there.
Yeah, baby's over there. That's cool. Are you getting a Bjorn for your dog? Or are you going to walk around with baby and a Bjorn?
The dog's literally like the size of Andy now, the dog.
Dude, Brossard's becoming one of the hot real estate market. You might be one of those shishi foo-foo people with a little Get a little Chihuahua or one of those little dogs there. What do they call those dogs? What are the ones of the rich people like? Those little tiny Yorkshire or Schnaut?
I don't know. I don't know. But a baby's bigger than Sobe now.
Yeah? Oh, my God,
taller,
really?
Anyway, yeah, she's taller.
Baby.
Yeah.
Baby. All right, well, usually, I guess I was thinking of the dog because usually at this time the dog would be crying to go outside or something.
Yeah, she went up in her cage today. I don't know. Reese got home and they had to leave again for work, and she just went up and laid down in her little house.
Poor dog.
Which is another project I want to do. Reese's room is such a disaster, and like I can't help but think that it's a little bit because he has the smallest room and not a lot of space to put stuff. So he just gave up and just garrosh everything everywhere. So if I build him something more space, utilizing the space more, I'm hoping it'll.
How is the biggest guy in the house have the smallest room?
It all comes down to the order in which they arrive, right? So Jamie had the big room when we move in, and then Reese was he was just born when we move here.
Yeah.
So we put him in the second room, and then we were done having kids, and then oops, 8 years later we have another fucking kid, and it turned out that kid was a girl, so the two girls share a room for 8 or 9 years.
Oh, and then Jamie took the basement.
We moved Jamie into the basement when she got too old.
Oh, fuck. So you made a bad move there.
Now it's so sweet down there that I think I want to move my bedroom down there. What the hell? Why?
Yeah, how come you don't have the basement to yourself?
I think because you know how I like my naps, and it's loud when you walk around on the floor up here. So when I do the floors, I'm going to re-insulate the floor.
Yeah.
Then I will kick her out.
Yeah, you should totally have a cool man cave or something. Your garage, man, you gotta. Forget the kitchen.
Well, the yard has become that, right? Like
yeah.
I've got I've got today after the podcast, I'm gonna go out and shut down the Shangri Bar.
Okay.
Tear down Shangri-La. Bring in the fridges. I got 2 bar fridges now to find a place for over the winter. I'm gonna see if Jamie wants to have a little fridge in her bedroom, maybe.
Oh, man.
Some water bottles and some drinks.
Yeah. I'm sure water bottles will occupy that mini fridge. Yeah. I'm sure that's what'll.
And then maybe I'm thinking if I can, because remember I built that second shed on the side of the house. To, take the overflow of all the Shangri things, Shangri-La and all
Shangri
that.
Things.
So maybe if I can keep the main cabanon space with enough space in it, like get rid of the lawnmower and a lot of the gardening shit, put that in the secondary shed. Maybe I could have a winter bar in there and start heating the shed.
In the shed, yeah.
In the big shed.
Yeah. Is it insulated?
No.
Oh man, I just started insulating my old man's shed. I did all the walls. I got the roof left, the ceiling. Huh. I insulated it all because I really want to get in there in the winter and learn how to weld properly.
Yeah, I guess I could insulate it too. Like
it doesn't cost much.
Some drywall. I've got drywall too. When I tore down the garage, I was able to pull off like 5 of the sheets of drywall full, intact. So I kept them. It doesn't need to be pretty, right? You just need to hold the insulation, and that's all I really need.
And it doesn't even matter. Those little holes in it, you just putty them up, put some paint on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I suppose I could do that.
Insulation ain't that bad, but the wood is fucking, like we were talking about last time, man. Dude, the wood is expensive.
Yeah, it's like $50 for a 3/4 inch sheet of plywood now.
Yeah, it's 50. It's over. It's like 45, between 45, $55, depending on what it is, what type of wood. And I just bought shit plywood, 3/8, like standard spruce garbage, like the cheapest you can find. 26 something, man. At Home Depot was the cheapest I could find.
3/8. Yeah.
For 3/8.
3/8, yeah.
I went to the guy at the corner here. He was selling it for like I think he was selling it for $33. He was $26. He was selling the corrugated fucking shit wood, the press wood.
Yeah. The MDF.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. For $26, dude, a sheet. It's insane. It's really expensive. Like the price of things is going up. I went to Walmart yesterday. It was $200 for a basket, like a cart at Walmart. Like Walmart never. I don't think I've ever spent more than like $120, $130 for the two of us at Walmart. Like,
right.
And dude, we didn't buy we bought stuff, but not like. I knew it going up to the cash. I was like, watch this, $185.
Yeah, I
Carol-
used to
Carolyn
be
was like,
really
"No,
good
there's
at
no
that,
way."
but I've gotten terrible at it. I went to Costco, I don't know, it was probably like 6 months ago with Angela, and we get to we going up to the cash, and I'm like, oh, I have $140 cash in my pocket. I'm pretty sure that'll cover it.
Yeah,
Fuck
no way.
$590. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? How did I guesstimate this so poorly?
Yeah, it's because the prices skyrocketed, man. Prices of everything has gone up.
Turned out I had $130 just in beer in my basket that I
Well, that's
probably didn't.
they sell beer, eh? At Costco here, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cases
I was
of
used to the
60.
States.
It's great.
Oh yeah, they only sell like large quantities. They sell like 2-4s, or they
They
just
do.
sell like
They do for
yeah?
some of the beers, but like the main beers, they sell just the giant ones. It's
Yeah, and-
basically 2 30 packs put in a
Right,
box.
right. In the States, it's nice because you'll get like the hard liquor. They'll sell a gigantic bottle of hard
pharmacy.
liquor for
Yeah,
like
yeah.
$20. Yeah, it's crazy the price difference, man, off the booze. I don't know. What's the other province? Like, what province in Canada would be the cheapest, like most comparable to the States? Like, Quebec is expensive.
Quebec is the cheapest for beer
Beer is cheaper,
in the
yeah.
country.
But hard stuff is very expensive. Nova Scotia was pricey for beer.
Ontario
Ontario,
is more expensive for beer. Alberta and BC were more expensive for both beer and wine. I bought wine.
Really?
I bought 2 bottles of wine, a 6-pack of those girly whatever
your favorite.
fizzy drinks,
Yeah.
and a 12-pack of beer, and it was $140.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what's the cheapest province for beer, and what's the cheapest province for hard liquor or wine and stuff like that.
I don't know about hard. I don't drink hard liquor, so I haven't.
Or
really
like
priced
wine.
it out.
Like I wonder what's the cheapest.
Wine,
for
I think Ontario and Quebec.
Ontario,
beer.
yeah.
Quebec is beer.
Yeah, that's probably what it is, eh? You get the best of both worlds. You just drive over, get what you want.
Yeah, I think and it's all this bureaucratic shit that they just keep adding fees. I think in Alberta, because of the nature of their economy, they don't want to add luxury taxes to gas,
Yeah.
so they put it all on booze.
Oh, yeah. So they just sneak it in somewhere else. And they go, we're not going to put the carbon tax, but it's going to cost you
Yeah.
a fortune to get a buzz.
To get hammered. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and
that's
Quebec
not-
has kind of spread it out, very socialistly minded to spread it out over all the things that people like.
Yeah.
I got my registration bill. The Camry cost me $220 to register.
Yeah.
The Range Rover is $287. $387. It's like it's like 60% because it's a luxury vehicle, I think.
Really?
Yeah, you have to pay right out of the gate a luxury
Fuck,
tax.
then my
on your
pickup truck should
registration.
be free. Fuck, ain't no luxury there. Fuck.
That's another thing
Like
I've been thinking about.
93.
So I want to buy a cottage, but I want to buy a pickup truck too.
Well, sell that fucking Range Rover, man. Get rid of that thing.
I think I'd like to keep all. Like I have a little fleet of cars. Have the Camry for just scooting around. Have the Range
I love how
Rover
you're like,
for-
I got no cash. I'm fucking losing money
Yeah,
over
exactly.
here.
That- I
Like,
get
I'd like
like
to have
that.
all of it, though.
When my finances are in disarray, I'm like, well, fuck, I'm already fucked. So
You
might
go
as
the
well
opposite
just-
way?
Yeah, just go.
Not
nuts.
me, man. I fucking hunker down and squirrel up, buddy. I fucking start storing my nuts all over the yard, man. I'm not fucking doing any of that shit. I'm ready to roll, buddy. I fucking the world crumbles. You come with me, man. I got fucking solar panels. I got an axe. I got fucking
great.
everything. We'll go to the woods, man. We'll fucking live it out. We'll,
But that's
we'll
the
have
other
a
thing. The
blast.
pickup truck. I mean, if I'm going to be hauling drywall and I'm going to be doing shit like that, I should have a pickup. I have to borrow a pickup every time I want to do any little project.
Yeah, you should. I would get rid of that or get a trailer or something. But I would dump that Range Rover and get a nice Toyota pickup, man. Get something will last, something that'll be reliable, and you can use it all the time. You know, you don't need to have another car. You can use that pickup; it'll be reliable.
Yeah,
Instead of that Range Rover, it's not going to suck as much gas down.
they're pretty nice too. The new pickup are really
man,
nice.
they're beautiful, man. Derek, your fucking car though. Derek's got a race car. You got
Brought
a
in-
what is it? A Mustang engine, like a 500,
like a 5 liter.
You got like
Mustang.
but you got like a 700 horsepower.
580.
580,
horsepower,
yeah, because you got a supercharger in that sucker.
I took it in for an oil change. I picked it up yesterday. It cost me $1,000.
For what? An oil change?
Well, I got an oil change. I put the winter tires on, and then the transmission I felt was slipping. So he's like, "Oh, I'll gladly change all your transmission oil and stuff." And 3 hours of labor adds up quick.
Oh my god, dude!
And then he
wow.
told me too that my rear suspension is loose. The two shocks are loose. And he's like, "Oh, but don't worry, I found you. We don't have to change the whole suspension system. The balloons are fine because it's a hydraulic.
Yeah, it's
suspension.
the air.
He's like,
air
we could just
suspension,
change the shocks on the top, only $400 each instead of whatever $1,600 each. I'm like, I don't
dump that thing, man. What are you doing? What a waste that what a fuck, dude. You buy it for that. You just buy a Toyota. You pay the payments. I mean, I don't know what you can sell that thing now, but I'm sure you can put a good chunk of it on a brand new fucking Tacoma, and it'll cost you a hell of a lot less in payments than you're paying to fix that thing.
Tacoma? What about Tundra? Which one's the bigger one?
The Tundra's the big one, man. That's a nice big beauty, but those are pricey. I wonder what that goes for. Minimum, maybe 60, 50, 60 starting.
I think minimum. Yeah.
Yeah, you get.
But even those ones, like the minimum, they're so nice. Like everything is standard.
Oh yeah,
right?
I don't need it. Yeah.
For the top one, they have those foot rail that come down when you open the door.
Yeah,
things like
no,
that.
I don't need
like
that shit. That's just a.
But they come standard with all the electric everything and the heat.
Yeah,
seats
most of them now have the backup camera. Most cars come with it, and but yeah, no, I wouldn't go crazy with all that extra stuff, man. You just fucking go with a base model with as long as your windows are powered. That's
I was
good
thinking
enough
of
for
buying
me.
like a 10-year-old F-150 or something like that.
Oh no, you're going through another money pit, man. Don't go to Ford with a fucking old F-150. You're gonna suck money out of that thing.
It's just to grab drywall and shit at the Renault Depot. I don't know.
Yeah, but then you'll have at least you'll have something you can use daily, and you're not gonna fucking be broken down all the time, and it's in the garage.
I was talking to my buddy Carrie this morning, and I'm just like, I have so many things that I want to do, like just in my own house, and like I've offered to help a friend do a basement. I got to shut down my yard. That we have a podcast. I mean, like it's a lot of little things, and I feel overwhelmed all the time. Yeah. Imagine I had a job, I don't know how people
day job
with jobs like, and nowadays you have couples. They have two income families where both of them work 40, 50 hour a week, but they still have to do grocery. They still have to cook. They still have to feed their kid, make lunches. Go to PTA. How did they do all that? I don't have a job on a busy week. It's pre-COVID. Now I'm busy and I do a bunch of little things, but I work like 10 hours a week and I still don't have time to come close to doing everything I want to do.
Well, I think people are going to have to choose what you want in life, man. I think it's a question of if you're doing all that,
balance.
you're gonna make good money. You're working two jobs. Two people are working. Everyone's like always busy. You're gonna make great money, but you're just fucking gonna have to throw it all away because you need shit to make you happy in the end of the day. You're going to be like, well, I need a new car because my fucking life sucks. I'm in traffic all the time coming home from my shitty day job. And I need a new big TV so that I fucking have something to look at or make me forget how shitty my day job is. But if you don't have a shitty life, if you try to enjoy life more, you need less shit around you to distract you of how shitty your fucking day job is.
Yeah.
That was one thing with me when I got out of fucking working a day job and just doing comedy. I don't need to blow a ton of money because I'm happy. I know I complain a lot.
You?
But
no, come on.
That's just my nature.
You're too hard on yourself, Abdul.
But I enjoy I could go. There's no fuck. I went fishing twice this year. I went up to the camp because I make my own goddamn schedule. Yeah, I'm not. I don't afford I don't have a fucking big house, and then I got a cottage in the country. Yeah, I got a fucking little place I got to drive far out to, but I fucking love it. It's mine.
Yeah,
it's
exactly,
I share it with a couple other people, but they're never there. We all share it equally, and we're all like. It's fucking fun, and dude, I feel rich as shit when I'm at that little camp up in the. We're the only ones on the lake. You know what that would cost if you try to do that in Tremblant or anything? You'd pay. Yeah, you can drive 2 hours, but you're gonna work your ass off to pay for $1 million house. You're sharing it on the lake with a bunch of other people. Dude, I'm on a fucking lake with nobody. No
it's
one
balance,
there.
man. Everyone's balance is different too. There's some people that aren't happy unless they're working 100-hour a week, making $50 million a year.
Maybe, man.
If that's for you, go for it. I'd rather have my little.
I'd rather friends, family, everyone's happy, everyone's healthy. being cool, being nice, I'd rather that shit than like stressed out all the time. I'm not making enough. I got to pay the fucking fancy car. I got to get the payments on the house through. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, it's like people look at my lifestyle and be like, even Angela's a doer. She but she's not money hungry, but she's a doer. She does things. She likes to stay busy.
Yeah.
So when I go have a nap and she's like, you're wasting your life. And I'm like, I derive so much pleasure from this nap. I get in there and I just, when you wiggle your feet like that in the sheets and you're just like, this is so, I'm so toasty in here.
Dude, imagine.
Simple pleasure. I'm so easily pleased.
Imagine doing that in like a small little country house with a fireplace and the rain's trickling off the roof and you're just no noise except for that raindrops on the roof, man. You're sleeping. Woof.
Like it's so funny.
I like that.
And how things change in your life, and I think I'm at a point now where I'm done changing in terms of my values and my aspiration. But to have, like, people, I'm like, I want to be a millionaire, and I want to have this house paid for and a country house that's paid for, where all I have to worry about is my taxes and my food and a vehicle to get to wherever. Man, I don't need anything else. I really don't need anything else. I mean, ideally, I'd
even downsize from that, buddy. Just go to one fucking house. You don't need two. You don't need two.
I don't need two, and that's what I have right now. I have one, but like my aspiration.
Yeah, you'd like to have that.
That's why I'd like to have this house paid. That's when I decided to try to have it paid for by the time I was 50 years old.
Yeah,
to be 50 and to have my house paid for. It's mine. It's mine. I can do what I want here.
Yeah.
I don't have, like, right now I've got a renewed interest in pitching a TV show.
Yeah.
Just because of COVID, because I feel like I need to do something to earn a living.
You got to write, man.
But
right.
This morning I was like looking into how to pitch. And they don't even want to hear from individual. I mean, they have a section where if you're an individual, pitch us your idea. But no, there's a specific spot for a production company that they can go to, And I'm like, now I have to sell a fucking production company on it.
Yeah.
It's so much work.
And in Canada, it's usually, it's tiring. You go to a production company and they go, well, do you have anyone big on it? Or it's going to cost that, why don't you do it on the internet first, see if it works.
Yeah.
If you get 1 million views, then come talk to us. That's the way that's why Canadians go to the States, because you come up to you can pitch in the States and you'll actually get, well, now the money is shit. Now the money's gone down. But before it used to be, man, I met some guy and he was like, man, he goes, it's not the best time to be in LA, because he goes, now everyone's getting paid shit. But he goes, when he went to LA, I think it was like 15 years ago. He was like, dude, I bought my house the first year I was here. He's like, I bought my house just off of doing commercials.
Wow.
He did, I think, like 2 or 3 commercials, and he's just bought his house. Like, you get paid a national commercial in the States, man. You get paid good.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Like, I don't know, $100,000, and then royalties, and you get a ton of money, man. Now, forget it. $2,000, maybe.
The actress that does I think it's Progressive Insurance.
Oh, Flo from Progressive? Yeah. Oh, she's raking it in.
I checked her net worth. I think she's worth like $4.5 million.
Yeah, for sure. If you're like if you're a face in an American commercial, like you do like the credit card company, or you're like Flo from Progressive. Yeah, you're killing it. You're like the A&W guy in Canada. I don't know, maybe $100,000, maybe $80,000, $100,000 a year
to do like 25 commercial.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know I don't think he's doing more. I don't know. Maybe, but I don't see it being like crazy. It ain't $4 million. That's for sure.
No, I agree.
Flo is killing it, man.
Yeah,
Fucking
man.
Flo from Progressive. Now that's who you got. That's who you want to. That's your sugar mama right there.
Because that's who she is. That's all she is, right? Like, then you get like a Morgan Freeman that'll just do the narration for a Visa card,
he rakes
and he's making like $2 million just to narrate
a fucking Amex
script.
commercial. Yeah.
So
it's a big difference in the money in the States.
Yeah, it's exponential as you get bigger.
Yeah.
I feel, first of all, the show idea that I have, I believe in it, but then I get so easily discouraged. You start reading on how to go about pitching it and stuff. And like you say, it'll be a long process, and why don't you shoot it first? So then I would have to get other people involved. Like, I'd have to ask people
Yeah,
like
but-
you, can you come and shoot it and edit it for me
Yeah.
so that we can pitch it to them?
Yeah, you gotta
And
do
I
a
can't
lot of the
pay you
legwork
anything
yourself.
now, but if it goes, you'll be a producer on the show. And I don't even want to ask people to do things for free. I mean, there's like 3 people, of which you were one, that I would possibly ask to do something for free.
Yeah, but dude, you know what
But
the
you're
difference
afraid
is?
to leave your fucking house, so I'm not gonna want to renovate your house. Let's see.
Fuck, because you're flying to Winnipeg every 2 weeks. But no, it's I mean, it's worth it. Like, I feel like we are discouraging Canada to like, hey, could you help me out and do this thing for free? But in the States, man, like in LA, that's all it is like everybody's helping each other. Everyone's like, yo, I got an idea. You want to be in my sketch? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then the next guy's like, I got one too. You want to do mine next week? So everyone's like kind of working together, and it helps.
Yeah.
But in Canada, I find like everyone's kind of independent more. Everyone like wants to just be on their own and not help
It's
as
not that
much.
I want to be on my own. I don't want to ask people to do things for free.
I get that
you know
too.
what I
That's
mean?
an
Or
yeah, yeah.
to do work. But like you and I are working on this thing. We're doing this for free.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I don't know if you enjoy it. I mean, it's more labor intensive for
It's a
you
fucking
because you
drag.
do all the editing and stuff. But
No, I love it, dude. It's what you got to do. And what people don't understand, too, like I know comics get discouraged easily when you're starting out because you're like, fuck it. Like, just like what you're saying, it's like, oh, I got to pitch it. But you know what, man? You
and
write
I'm
that
already
idea.
easily discouraged as an individual
Yeah, but dude,
person. I'm
you write
easily
that idea,
discouraged.
you go to a production company and you're like, hey, I got this idea. I'd love to sit down. Would you guys listen? And then they go, okay, great, come in. We've seen you do some stuff. We like what you do. So you sit down with them. They might shut you down, but you're in their head. And now they got another idea and they go, fuck, we need that guy. We need a guy to do that. And they go, yo, you know, it'd be great. That guy that came in and pitched us something like 5 months ago, he was fucking
Yeah.
perfect. Then they call you up. So the thing with like we get discouraged easily because the money's not like just thrown at your face all the time, and then you got to do a lot of the legwork. But when you do all that legwork, like it adds up. If you're professional about it and you take it seriously, people will follow you and go, oh man, dude, all this stuff I've gotten, I had an agent for like I had a manager for like 2 years of my whole career. I've never had anybody, but I've gotten things just from doing shit. And the more you do it, the more your face gets out there, the more you've like, like I'm tweeting sometimes. You think no one's looking at your tweets or your Facebook. There's a production company that's like, hey, you fit exactly what we'd love to do. So they call you.
I sent an email to my film and TV agent last week.
Yeah.
Didn't even get a return email.
There you
I
go.
don't think I have an agent right now. I think I'm agentless.
Dude, I think everyone really with an agent is kind of in some way a little bit agentless because you still have to find your own shit. It would be nice, man, when you get to like the rich stage or like when they're calling you nonstop. Yeah, even at that, I don't even think in Canada, I don't think anyone's agents are really finding them work. It's like they get the work and they go, hey, can you negotiate this or take a look at the contract, and that's it. Like, that's really what your agent is in Canada.
And you hit it on the head for me. What's, I think, been my biggest impediment of progress is the legwork part. I'm not a big legwork guy. I'm able to do work,
Yeah.
but I need somebody who's going to, like, motivate me. I need you. I need you to co-motivate me.
Well, that's what we're doing here.
And you're good at the
steps.
tech part of it. I think you should come and shoot me doing my next project, and
I'll definitely do that. I'll come
even
by and film your next
We
project.
could get Reese to hold the camera, and you could be on screen with me. Like help me put this piece of drywall up because you're handy too. And we pitched this thing. We could be like
We could be like Homes on Homes, but it'd be fucking Seguin and Butt.
yeah. I had a few show name ideas. I was thinking just the other day. I was thinking Screwed. It fits in the COVID thing.
And it fits in
The
with us
renovation
fucking everything
show
up.
The renovation show born from COVID-19, Screwed, because that's what happened to my career. I got screwed out of a career. Now I'm doing renovation work, or hammered, because I'm
Hammered,
just always drunk.
Just fucking crack open a case every time you
hammer
start a
and
job.
Hammer and nailed it.
That'd be a fun little thing.
When you say nailed it, it's when you actually fuck something up, because I do fuck things up sometimes.
I'm sure you do.
So hammer and nailed it. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
All right, we're at an hour. Should we do some football picks?
Yeah, let's do the picks. Let's get Derek's
Before
picks
I-
in there. Big
Right
picks.
before I put in my nap, I have like a list of 20 things to do, and I'm going to go directly and have a nap right after this.
Look, the important thing
last week was not a great week.
No? Lost?
No, it wasn't a terrible week, but it wasn't a great week. And it was, again, 2 games. Like, that's what happens when you bet the way I bet with parlays. You get fucked. So who is it that fucked me last week? The Saints. The Saints. On one of the parlay, I had the Saints winning by I think 6, and they only won by 3. So that fucked me. The Browns Bengals game was so good. Finished 37-34 OT. It was so great. Who else? The Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys lost their quarterback. Then they lost their second quarterback with a concussion.
Terrible.
Washington, the winless Washington Washington nameless football team beat the Cowboys 25-3, and I had the Cowboys. Because I even took them with points. Anyway, the Cowboys lost 25-3. I couldn't. How do you predict that? The Steelers Titans. That was the one. I knew it was going to be a good game, and I think I even recommended people don't bet it. 2 undefeated teams going in, but I took the Titans. Even though I'm a Steelers fan, I don't know if you remember, I said I hate betting against the Steelers, but I think the Titans are going to do it with the running back. Fantastic game. What a great game. And now, like I said, I learned my lesson again, and I'm not betting crazy. So even though I lost the bet, I enjoyed watching the football game so much because it was like I lost $100, but who cares?
Yeah.
What a great game. 27-24. Such a great game. This is the one that really killed me. The Buccaneers Raiders.
Okay. What happened there?
I had 2. The Bucks beat them 45-20.
Okay.
45.
Geez.
Like
wow.
Tom Brady is back. Tom Brady looks good. Gronkowski starting to catch big passes. He scored again. I had the Raiders plus 10.5 point. I thought the Raiders would keep it close. I thought they would keep it close. They'd been looking really good. John Gruden coached defense. And, man, they got blown out 45-20. They couldn't even come within 10 points. I was like, you guys blow. So that really killed me last week. Those were the ones that killed me. The Patriots, too. I thought the Patriots would come close. They got blown out to 33-6.
Fucking Patriots.
That was another
Useless.
one that hurt. Yep, useless fucking dinks. So this week, tomorrow night, we have the Falcons and Panthers. The Falcons just don't have the winning touch, man. They have tools, but they're not doing well. The Panthers are actually looking pretty good. Teddy Bridgewater is the quarterback there now.
Oh, Bridgie Teddy.
Yeah, they look pretty good. So I'm going Panthers in that game.
Okay.
Vikings, Packers. I say Packers all the way. Don't like Kirk Cousins at all. He's a dink, but sometimes he has magical days. Hopefully it's not this week because the Packers lost 2 weeks ago, so I don't want them losing anymore. I love the Packers. So I take the Packers over the Vikings. Titans, Bengals. I love the Joe Burrow, the quarterback in Cincinnati. I love him. Rookie, Heisman Trophy winner. So fun to watch, but he can't pull out wins. And I'm sad to say I don't think this week is going to be the win either. Derrick Henry is unstoppable. I go Titans over the Bengals. Chiefs, Jets. This is crazy. Chiefs, Jets, the spread is 19.5 points. The Chiefs are favored by 19.5 points. The Jets are so terrible. But
so you're going to go with the Jets? Is that what you're doing?
No, easy pick. That's the Chiefs. Colts, Lions. I kind of want to stay away from this game. Phillip Rivers is now the quarterback in Indianapolis. I hate him.
Okay.
So much. I think he's a dink.
What did he do? What do you hate him for?
He's such a baby. He gets all whiny and can't run. I don't know. I don't like him. But he's been pulling out some wins. The Lions are looking better than they have in years. I want the Lions to win that one, so I'm going Lions in that one, even though the Colts are favorite. Steelers, Ravens, another fucking huge. Man, the Steelers don't have an easy schedule. The Steelers against the Baltimore Ravens, who have that crazy quarterback, Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
The Ravens, I think, have lost one already this year, but the Steelers are now still undefeated. I think the Steelers are the only undefeated team, actually. So it's going to be huge. That's going to be a big, big game. Steelers, Ravens. Who do I like? God, listen, I bet against the Steelers last week, and it bit me in the ass. I know I've taken the Steelers I'm going to take the Steelers. You can change the spreads. I think it's a 3-point spread right now. I take the Steelers at plus 7.5, and you've got a bet there. I think that's a winning bet. The Steelers plus 7.5. Rams, Dolphins. Again, I want to stay away from that. It's hard to predict. But I think the Rams are going to beat the Dolphins in that one. They looked really good on Monday night. Patriots, Bills. It's going to be fun to watch the Bills beat the shit out of the Patriots. I respect Coach Belichick, but his squad is not syncing and jiving, and the Bills have just so many tools on offense. So I think that's going to be the Bills walking away beating the Patriots, probably for the first time in like 6 years. It's going to be great. Raiders, Browns. I think the Raiders, the Browns looked good last week. They lost Odell Beckham Jr. though. The Raiders, I think, are going to come out swinging, and I take the Raiders over the Browns, even though it's in Cleveland. Chargers, Broncos. I'm going to go Chargers. Saints, Bears. Fuck you, Bears. You fucked me so hard. I just needed you to get close this week, you stupid arsehole. And they lost. The Bears lost 24-10. I needed them to come within 8. And they didn't, so screw them. So I am definitely going. Why can't I move this down? Definitely going Saints over the Bears, probably by at least 1 touchdown. 49ers, Seahawks. Seahawks, go Birds. Eagles, Cowboys on Monday night. Those teams are both decimated with injuries, but I think. Oh no, that's the Sunday late game. Sorry, Cowboys, Eagles is the Sunday night late game. I think the Eagles are going to really punish the Cowboys. The Eagles are finally starting to jive, and the Cowboys have just fallen apart. They've lost all their players. Then the Monday night game, the Tampa Bay Bucks against the Giants. I think the Bucks are going to handily beat the Giants by at least 2 touchdowns. And those are the picks, everybody. Good luck.
There
Hopefully
it is.
you can build your retirement on those picks.
Let's see if they do it. Otherwise, they're going to be fucking calling you up for their RSP money, man. Where's my fucking money?
Yeah.
All right, man. Well,
I'm going to try to take it easy again and keep it under just a couple $100 just to make it interesting, but that's it.
how about just not gambling any money? Maybe just put it in a bank.
Just watch TV?
Put it on, yeah, just watch the game. How about just watching the game? What happened to the fun of watching the game?
I don't know.
I guess I know
It's
you
gone.
like the money.
It's
You like
gone.
you like fucking with money, buddy. All right.
Yeah, man.
Well, it was good chatting, man. We'll do this again next
Good
week.
chat. Yep.
All right, buddy.
But let's try to pitch a show.
Let's pitch something. Let's pitch
do it.
the fucking.
I need you to come shoot it though. Come shoot some stuff with me.
I'll come
Stop being such a
shoot
chicken
something,
and
man.
shit.
We'll shoot. Pick a fucking renovation project that you're gonna do, and I'll come film it.
Sweet.
All right.
And maybe be on camera. We'll get Reese to shoot some, and you could be on camera with me too.
Yeah. We'll fucking do
Wouldn't be-
something. Yeah, we'll come.
You know, I'm gonna
Cool.
turn you into a star despite yourself. You fuck.
All right, buddy.
All right, man.
Good
Nice to see
chatting.
you.
Let's talk soon. All right.
Talk soon.
See ya.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.